Good everybody, this is Shinjitsu 369 hitting y'all with a Dokkan video today. This video I want to create an update on my should you switch from global to JP video. Shouts out to AC Sama. Thanks for leaving that comment. Gave me the idea to do this, so shouts out to AC Sama. This video is for you and anyone else who might still be contemplating switching. And I think it's not as good a time to switch as it was during the anniversary, but still not a bad time. So the first thing I want to go over is basically timing, right? In this game, I remember playing global, and the first thing off the top of my head is easy A's. I remember especially whenever all of the units, the Cooler Movie Goku, the Metal Cooler, the Android 13, Nova Shenron, when they all got their easy A's, which are on global now, but when they got them, way back when they got them, I remember thinking to myself, man, I really wish I could use this Nova Shenron easy A for Battlefield, or this Goku easy A to complete the Movie Heroes Legendary Goku event, stuff like that. Like things I was wishing I would have, that I would just simply have to wait for no other reason than it's a different version of the game. So that's just one thing. I'm making that example to say that whenever you have to wait sometimes for certain updates, it kind of makes the quality of the game, just because you understand what you could be doing, mentally it kind of diminishes the quality. Another place that is apparent, I would say, is also in Dokkan Fest exclusive. So if we go here in the events, right, obviously, like I said before, you're going to get all of the Dokkan Fest exclusives earlier, but it's not just 2 weeks or a month. It's generally at a minimum of 3 months earlier than you would be seeing on global, and there really is no maximum. There could be exclusives or something that may not even come for almost a year. I mean, we know that the anniversary is 5 months in between. So that's 5 months of time that you're not going to see this Beerus over there. This amazing broken Beerus that is really fun to play with. Even if you don't pull him, you're still going to find, a friend. So you'll still be able to experience this. And life is short, guys. I like to experience the best of what Akatsuki has to offer whenever he has to offer it. The next thing I want to get into, of course, Dokkan Fest exclusives, all the different easy A's, the Extreme Z areas. Right now, there's not a ton of Extreme Z areas up, but still, look at this raid is right here. This raid, you can get a bunch of Sleepy Kais for free. This was the 300 million download celebration raid. It's already back on JP. It's been back. And who knows whenever, you'll see that on global. Now, the one thing I will say global has over JP in a way is Pilaf's Trove. As you can see here, there's not even an icon for Pilaf's Trove because it's not available here on JP. Now, when I was on global, I did spend the $10 per month to go ahead and get those 90 stones in 30 days. There's nothing I can do like that on JP that's going to give me 90 stones every 30 days. However, let's go ahead and take a look at the story events right now, right? Now, since I'm new to JP, I did not yet have this event completed, which I do now, but I was able to get stones from that. This is a complete revamp. So you're going to get the revamped story events a lot earlier, and these revamped story events are really fun, which actually segues me into my next point, that I believe JP is slightly more free-to-play friendly. The reason why I say that is because this new wave of TUR, kind of better to use and more utility free-to-play units, really began on JP, and they're still leading it, right? We just got this brand new awakening for the Goku who was an SSR to an SSR, now goes to a UR and a TUR. Both are pretty good. This is also the first farmable Super Saiyan God Goku. So if you had this right now on global, you could farm up all of the Super Saiyan God Gokus you need without using any Sleepy Kais. And it's not that hard to do, especially when they're releasing so many new units that's going to give you the boost, right? So there's just something else as well. Last thing I want to get into, or one of the last things, is it's not up right now as well, but the equipment system. The equipment system is brand new, and it allows you to do some really neat things with your units, right? So for example, let's just take my LR Gogeta. He is already completely great. He doesn't need help. But what I've done, and it's helped, is I've given him a few dodge. So now he has 10% dodge via equipment system and some extra defense. And that extra defense helps so much that in events where I have Gogeta and Vegito side by side, Gogeta is actually leading Vegito in defense because of this good equipment. So that's one more thing. You're going to be able to see Gogeta a little bit earlier, right? You're going to be able to have your anniversary faster. You don't have to wait 5 months to experience the units you want to experience. Now you could go on Hydros while keeping your global account and still experience them. Or you could just play both simultaneously. But like I said, I prefer to focus on one. I have time in my life to really focus on one version. So that's kind of it. I really think that, oh wait, last thing that I really want to hit. I really got to hit this. I said it before, but these medals, right? The medals and the availability of items in the shop is so much more superior to global. It's actually helpful. I have stocked up on so many aiders. I haven't done one event or mission that grants me aiders. These are all from the shop. 150 aiders. If we go into my items here, right? I'm sorry, that's training. That would be... This is actually a good example too. These gravity rooms, these are all from the shop. If we look at the awakening medals, right? Let's look at an event that is not on JP right now. Specifically, the Dragon Ball Heroes, right? The Dragon Ball Heroes crossover missions. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of medals. Also, if you see here, these are the Ribrianne medals that you can use to awaken all the waifus. I have not done those events at all. 28 medals for Ribrianne. I've already been able to awaken a lot of waifu units. I have 40 Sealess units, almost 40 Supreme Kai of Time units, Supreme Kai of Time medals. So because of this, whenever they come around, it'll be so much easier to awaken them. And one thing that I can't get back, the only commodity you cannot purchase, right, is time. And my time is very important. So any shortcuts I can find to help the quality of the game better, I'm all for. Lastly, you're always going to be playing the most updated version of the game. And that's really nice. And that's always going to actually lead to better compensation. What I mean by that is, because JP is the testing ground for basically everything, whenever something is wrong or there's a glitch or there's anything that goes unexpected, there's any trouble or any difficulties, JP is getting compensated. I would say JP gets compensated for something random every couple of days. I just see a stone in the box. So it kind of makes up for a lot of the other stones you can get in global. One thing I do prefer with global over JP, I will still say, is whenever you're summoning on Dokkan Fest exclusive banners for big celebrations, there's tickets. So you're going to get your 3 and then 1 for free plus tickets, which is generally like 1 summon, 1.5 summon every rotation. So, or if they're giving 3 tickets, it's almost a full summon per rotation. So it's really good and really worth it. That has a lot of good value on global. I just think all of those other things, including the way you can just use all of the newer units, all of the units that you love and that you want to try out, and even the units you don't pull on, you'll be able to find a friend. There's so many leaders. Perfect example, they came out with this new Beerus. He's a Realm of Gods leader, and he also has a new category, Explosion of Anger. Well, I have a Realm of Gods leader, so I can run that team and still play with Beerus. I made a video showing Beerus versus the Legendary Goku event. It's a friend at the Rainbow level. He was basically able to one-shot Ultra Instinct Goku the first turn. He didn't even build that much. I was blazing through the event. So that just goes to show you can still have fun. And it's not really difficult to do that. You don't have to worry about pulling every single unit. So that's kind of how I feel about the switch from global to JP with this update. Feel free to leave a comment below. Once again, shouts out to AC Sama, and I look forward to speaking with you guys soon.
Look like McDonald's, I still eat at McDonald's. I hope the shakes are working. Dark and diamonds twerking. Look what's at the service. My whole bitch is picture perfect. Pop up Berkeley swerving. I'm on and off the road. I travel coast to coast. I ain't fan, I'm going ghost. I'm ghosting in the coast. I get half full of low. Yeah, bitch, she do the most. She should go and blow her nose. Not like you ain't know, cause that shit get your ass exposed. Right though, gas though. That's just how it's supposed to be. Back up. Bitch can next and close me. Ass for it, cash for it. Bet that bitch gon' notice me. Ass for it, cash for it. Bet that bitch gon' notice me. Right though, gas though. That's just